I'm back out here in western Nebraska wearing orange. Muzzleloader season has opened up here in Nebraska, so we're out with the muzzleloader. Like I said, out here in western Nebraska now. Been hunting back home here over the last month, and it's been really slow. That's why you guys haven't seen any blogs from us for a long time, because it's been real slow. We tried rifle hunting on some private, just trying to fill a doe tag. Didn't see anything there but a couple does. And then when rifle season ended, hit the public again with our bows, trying to fill our tag in late November, and we just saw a bunch of does there too and couldn't get eyes on a buck. So the last few weeks here have been really slow for us. That's why we've picked up the muzzleloader and came out west here, hoping to find them again on this property. It's been a long time since we've hunted this property. And last time we hunted here, there was a lot of bow hunters down in here. And rifle season's now happened, come and gone, so could have been people down here, obviously, during rifle season. So just trying to find the deer today, see if we can get close enough. Like I said, got the muzzleloader so we can reach out and touch them just a little bit. Saw 3 does, as you guys saw already this morning. So hoping for some good movement, hoping to see a buck. If we see a buck, we're probably going to shoot it. So cross your fingers we see something this morning. Well, this morning's hunt wasn't very action-packed. A few does running through there, so moving to a different spot now. I'm gonna make the long walk back in there. It looked like that stuff that I was hunting this morning had been hit pretty good during rifle season. You could see trails where people have been walking in and out a lot, all up and down this road in the little parking areas. You could tell people have been parking in there and walking. So we've hunted back here before. Gates back here, you can't drive, so you gotta walk if you're going anywhere back there. Hoping maybe there was at least a little bit less hunting pressure back there during rifle. Since you have to walk so far, we're gonna go about as far as we're willing to walk. We got about an hour walk to get back in there and get set up. We've had a couple good hunts in there, seen a couple bucks all the way back in there. So that's where I'm going tonight. Gonna get set up in there. Pretty nice night, hoping to see a buck. Because if we see a buck, he's gonna be in range of our muzzleloader, I bet, and we can get a shot off. So get all my stuff ready, get back in there. Finally made it up in the tree here. I had to go really slow getting in because it's nothing but cottonwood tree leaves on the ground in there. It's super loud. I didn't want to obviously bust anything out, so I went super slow. Finally made it in here. Kind of set up on this transition line right now. You can see out in front of me, it's like smaller willow trees, cottonwood trees here, and a kind of grassy area right here in front of me, and a marsh a little bit farther out. So hoping that maybe there's a bedding area in here somewhere. I think they're probably bedded more on the marsh willow tree transition. We're kind of right back in here out in that marsh, more so than back here, but we'll see what happens. We're in a good pinch point. Can kind of see back over that way a little bit. Can see really good out there. So hoping we see something this evening. This morning was slower than you'd like, but at least we saw something. See what happens tonight. It's a lot colder on this side of this windbreak than it was back at the car. I switched out my winter coat for a lighter jacket because it was warm up there, and it's a little cold with that wind coming off the lake behind me. So hopefully I make it the whole night without freezing. if we can get a buck to do that, we'll be in good shape. Had 3 does come through right down here. I saw them right back here. They worked right down this transition like we were hoping they would. Our wind, kind of just off wind, just flirting with the edge of this transition. They stay that way enough of it, like those does did. They can work right through here, right down this transition, and then right out into the marsh, which is where they went. There's another doe straight back over here on the other transition line too. That's what I was watching and filming first, and then I looked back here to turn the GoPro off, and I heard something. I looked down and I saw him coming right through here. So, like I said, if we can get a buck to do that, we'll be in good shape. Still got quite a bit of time yet, probably another hour or so. Hoping the bucks get on their feet and do what those does did. That was it. That was our moment. I mean, it all came together except for the very end. That buck should be dead, man. He should be dead. I was just sitting here, giving my legs a break, sitting back in the saddle. I stood up, I was going to glass back out there across the lake again. There's another deer. Doesn't matter at this point. Small buck. Try to finish my interview here. I had been kind of relaxing in the saddle just a little bit, resting my legs, and then I was going to stand up here and be ready for the last about 30 minutes. I had heard something walking right down here on the edge of the marsh. Probably the last 15 minutes when I saw that one doe kind of run off. I figured it was those does from this morning. I stood up. I was just about ready to pull my binoculars up and look all the way across to get where I'd seen some deer earlier. I look up and there's just a big bodied deer. And like it's one of those deer where when you look and you see the body, you know it's a buck. It was a buck. Flip the camera on him. It's like, ah, crap, gotta grab the gun. Grab the gun, flip the GoPro on. Just resituated the camera a little bit, got him on it. He stopped right out there in the open. Perfect shot, would have been, I don't know, 75 yards or less than that. Pull the trigger. Puff of smoke, the cap fired, nothing else happened. I don't know if it was a dud of that cap I put in there that didn't fire or what happened, but that buck should be dead. 75 yards, held right on him, perfect broadside shot. I was sitting there the whole time and I was like, marshes are like my favorite thing to hunt. There's just something about them, it's what the big buck's like. And I just had a feeling right there in that little cove, that's where he was going to be. That's where he was. Worked out like we planned it. We knew there was bedding out here. Chance had seen him move through here. Seen that buck before. As our luck would have it, gun fires. You see smoke, but it's just because the cap misfired or something. Because I didn't fire anything. And the gun is loaded. Put in the comments below if you know like what the heck happened there. Because I don't. Just frustrating. That is our luck right there. We did everything right on that one. And the last detail, firing the gun, just didn't work. I mean, I could be upset right now, but this stuff happens so often to us anymore. You just gotta kind of laugh at it. But like I said, let me know in the comments if you guys know what happened there. We're not necessarily new to muzzleloader hunting, but we don't have a lot of experience in it. So if there's something we did wrong there, let us know, or if you guys know what that might have been or what the issue is, let us know. Because I don't want that to happen again. That was a nice buck. Stood broadside right there, 75 yards, just like we wanted. Frustrating. Definitely not how we expected that hunt to go. You saw that little smaller buck follow that bigger buck out. He didn't spook, so we'll be back in there in the morning. We're going to reload our muzzleloader. I'm guessing the buck's going to be back in there. I'm going to be back in there, hopefully with a muzzleloader that'll fire this time. That was a nice buck. Very disappointing, but really all we can do at this point is just laugh, because those things just seem to keep happening. Like, you can't write this stuff, so hopefully it comes back through and we can get a shot off on them. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe.